Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's day 2 here at the Festival of Media here in the lovely Montreux in Switzerland. And I'm delighted to be joined by Steve King, the Global CEO of Zenith Optimedia. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard.
So, Steve, my first question for you is around creativity, one of the big themes of the last couple of days. Where do you get your creative inspiration?
I think when you apply it to clients, I think, we used to have that sort of rather archaic idea. You used to get a creative director sitting in the corner and he'd come up with the idea. I think now the best ideas are generated where you've got people working together collaboratively, and when we can get people together, and not just in ZO, but the clients, maybe the creative agencies, outsiders and consumers, I think together, the power of many is much more powerful than the power of one. And I look at the really strong ideas that we come up for clients. It's generally sort of people who've got a knowledge of the consumer and the brand and the business, and come up with really strong ideas. Very unusual to find someone who's got a really great idea which just sort of hits the ball out of the park straight off.
So one would assume then that talent is extremely important as a differentiator for you then?
I'd say being a global CEO of a large, complicated communications business, it's all about talent. There are so many different, diverse, specialised areas now, and sort of 10 years ago we hired planners or we had buyers, and sometimes they were interchangeable. Now I look at the people recruiting, they are technology folks, they're data analysts, econometrics, people creative people. We're looking at people in very, very specific functions, landing page optimizers, SEM, SEO, etc. And really the best thing that we can try and do is make sure that locally and regionally we've got the type of managers who have a combination of either very specialized skill set to help promulgate those type of skills, or people who can integrate all of those skills together. And I would say probably talent management is probably 40–50% of my time.
So given that amount of responsibility, and you have a big job in the media industry, and one of the big themes of the festival was this kind of always-on existence that we all have. How do you get that balance between work, life and play?
It's a difficult question, and I think like all of us, it's the technology is the God and the devil. It's fantastic because it allows you to do the job 24/7. On the other hand, you're expected to do the job 24/7. I switch on my devices in the morning, and I will download the 30 problems that have happened from Asia, and I go to bed and I have to do the 30 problems that have cropped up from the US, and so it does enable you to do the job, and sort of and you do have to be always on, and you couldn't do it without that technology. And it does also allow you to have downtime. I say to all of my team, look, you can't do this job without taking a break, and I hope we're good at making people ensure that they take time out, quality thinking time, and we're just going through people's evaluations at the moment, and interestingly, how many of people's line managers comment on their direct management, sort of saying the guy needs to take a break, needs to have time out, because it is all consuming, and I see that with people. It's quite easy to get completely burnt out unless you're able to manage that, and I hope I do that.
And what do you do to relax?
I do a whole load of stuff. I go sailing, I go skiing, I go cycling, I go golfing, I play tennis, do all of these things very poorly but with great enthusiasm. Although I like my job, really.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a sporting, always-on global CEO of Zenith Optimedia. Steve, thanks for being with us, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.
Thank you.